I thought for fun I would share a vlog I did of a camping trip we took with our troop. So we traveled up to Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. This is in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, right on Lake Superior. And we took 11 girls and a handful of chaperones and stayed at a really nice campsite right by the park called Woodland Park Campsite. If you like camping with your family, I highly recommend this campground. It was beautiful. It had fantastic amenities. You could get right down to the water. And I love camping with the older girls. They take responsibility for the camp setup, for putting up the tents, setting up the camp kitchen, just everything. And they do such a fantastic job.
Show them your arm. Show them your arm. It's hilarious. Okay, so there's that. But then, okay, you see how one hand is lighter than the other? And then she's got the watch line, and then slip a foot out of your shoe. This is how you know, like, I said it's a testament to my hard work. Yes, this is how much time she spends golfing. Look at that. Blazing white feet.
Yes, I got sand.
You are getting laughed at by the bird. Oh, that's hilarious. It's laughing at you.
Why are you zooming in on me?
I'm not zooming in.
Yes.
I'm scrolling around.
You can randomly pick. STEM challenges?
That is an awesome example of using some STEM knowledge. Chloe made a broom out of pine. That is a shutter up. Caramel, marshmallow, saltine cracker. Best camp dessert ever. The first hit of morning coffee. Smile. Yay. It's the only way to drink coffee is campfire coffee.
No. Not the only way.
Mm-hmm.
You can get it from Starbucks too.
It's so good. Look at all the spring flowers. This North Country Trail runs like the whole length of the camp, or like the whole lakeshore. So you could, oh, isn't that pretty? You could totally, like, I think you can backpack it. There's like primitive camping along the way, so you could totally like check the whole thing out. Oh, Canada. I'm pretty sure that's Canada. On that, yeah, the far. Is it just me, Chloe, or do you really want to climb it? I really want to climb it. But we're not supposed to climb it. But I want to climb it. I can't help it. I want to climb it. It's a rock structure. I want to climb it. Dang it.
So one thing we noticed that was really nice is that there was a real variety of trails and trail difficulty. So if you had small children, you could easily do quite a few of the different sites within Pictured Rock and make your way to the different major sites like the waterfalls we were hiking to. This is just some of the beautiful scenery we passed on our way to one of the waterfalls we were checking out.
And I'd stop thinking the end is over. So let us just
What a great spot for lunch. Look at that skyline though, guys. Wow. Tree climbing. Go, Emma.
Oh, go, Emma! I don't have the arm strength. That was like all
You need a boost?
That was like all of my arm strength. That was all of it? You probably you all just stand over that way.
Let me up.
Emma, turn around. Then look at me.
Look at Miss Kathy. She's gonna take a picture.
I'm sitting down it.
Get a raft.
I mean, okay.
We're adventurous. We could try it. I know, yeah. Okay, so you guys have to find some pieces of wood and build a raft, and then we'll test it out down this rapids.
That's a waterfall.
That is quite the waterfall.
Oh, it's a waterfall.
For sure.
Can I see? You fall on the water. In the ground.
I'm sure it's perfectly stable.
Yeah. You're sure? Are you 100% sure?
Like 97%.
You want me to test?
Which is pretty good.
Yeah, the roof's she's the one doing the paperwork. I mean,
Yeah.
it would be easier for a child to do it. Yeah, so if Miss Abby...
Well, Emma, I have confidence in you.
That water.
You could do it. I mean, it's pretty far down there, but that's cool.
So we hiked another 2 miles from the last waterfall we were at, and we saw this really cool rock structure called Chapel Rock, and this tree growing on the rock with the roots kind of extending over to the land near it. And there was a plaque that talked about how someone had found this rock in like the 1840s and had documented a tree growing out of the center of it. So we were all wondering if it was the same tree that had been there since then, but it was just really neat to see kind of the power of what these constant waves did to the rock structures.
Staying warm by the campfire on this beautiful, balmy 45-degree evening in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Giant logging sleds, very, very big wheels. My gosh. That is crazy. That's huge.
So the log slide was pretty neat. They used to cut trees down at the top and then slide them down this 500-foot drop down to the water, and then they would float them down the lake to where they could be processed. And there were a lot of signs that said you could get down to the bottom of the log slide in a matter of seconds, but it might take you hours to get back up. And then there were all kinds of warnings about how long it would take rescue crews to get to you if you got stuck. So none of us opted to try to climb down the log slide. I don't have the audio put on this video because the wind was so incredibly strong you could barely hear what I was saying, but the views from the top of the log slide area were just absolutely stunning. I mean, look at that skyline.
Checked out the Lighthouse Museum, and one of, I think he said 150 lighthouses in Michigan. Pretty cool.
So checking out the lighthouse was really neat. We talked to one of the park rangers working there who told us that this particular lighthouse was really difficult for them to keep staffed over the decades because of how isolated it was. I mean, ships would have to bring in their supplies a few times a year, and there just wasn't much contact with anybody else, but it was really necessary due to all of the many shipwrecks that would occur in the sandbar not far off of shore. So the lighthouse was necessary to help prevent that. You can actually do boat tours in this area where they have like glass bottom boats and you can check out shipwrecks in Lake Superior. We didn't get a chance to do that, but if we go back again, definitely we'll add that to the list.
Sable Lake is so much calmer than we were just at. Like, you would never know that the wind was blowing so hard on the coastline.
Yeah, definitely.
And it feels like it's like 15-20 degrees warmer here than where we were before.
This is a different lake?
Yeah, this is Grand Sable Lake. It's like a smaller lake within the park, so it's not one of the Great Lakes.
You think?
Don't fall down.
Miss Abby.
No falling down.
Miss Abby.
That'd be bad. What?
No falling down.
I will try not to fall down.
Falling down, then I'll just jump
I will
down.
try.
Then I'll just tumble down. Then I'll just
But of
roll
course,
down.
you know, I'll see that hill and be like, ooh, I want to climb that.
Are we gonna hike anymore?
We are not. No, this is after lunch. We round up to head back.
I mean, it's like those rocks.
7 hours. But it was really cool though, wasn't it?
There's you and rocks.
Look, I like to climb things.
Really?
Yes, I think it's fun. Climbing is fun.
And fall down things.
I don't fall down things.
Really?
Really? Did I fall down in Badlands?
You probably did.
And that wraps up our trip to Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. Highly recommend it as a great camping stop for you and your family. Thanks so much for joining me today, everybody. Bye.